What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. Have you ever thought about tipping in a video game? You know, you finish playing a game and you enjoyed it so much that you decide, hey, you know what? This game company needs more of my money. Not only did I spend 70, 80, $90 to purchase this game, the game was so worth my money, they need more of it. Oh yeah, no, me neither. But that's not what the former president of Blizzard thinks. This is what he said. I've thought about this idea for a while. As a player, since I've been diving into single player games lately, when I beat a game, there are some that just leave me in awe of how amazing the experience was. At the end of the game, I've often thought, I wish I could give these folks another $10 or $20 because it was worth more than my initial $70. And they didn't try to nickel and dime me every second. What a fascinating concept. Games like HZD, I think that's Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Elden Ring, etc. I know $70 is already a lot, but it's an option at the end of the game I wish I had at times. Some games are that special. I know most will dislike this idea. By the way, I realize we are tired of tipping and everything else, but I view this different from a pressure tip type scenario many face and give feedback on. I mean, he probably doesn't understand this because he's the CEO of Blizzard, but like, when you pay $70 for a video game, the goal of that $70 is for you to get your money's worth. Unlike Blizzard games where you pay $70, they nickel and dime you along the way, and you never really get your full investment back. Good video games like Baldur's Gate 3, Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War, Last of Us, those are great games because they're worth the money that you pay for them. They provide you the content. They provide you a great story. It's supposed to be an experience. And I think he forgets that because he used to work at Blizzard. And they hate making experience-based games now. They're all about nickel and diming people, which I love that he put that in there. Dude, you were the president of Blizzard. That's your thing. You ruined Overwatch 2. I don't know if you were overlooking Blizzard at the time, but like, you ruined Overwatch 2 because you're trying to nickel and dime everyone. And this concept is just so funny to me because you really think that $10 or $20 that you tip would go back to the developers? No, they'd go back in the pockets of the executives, the people that didn't really have any oversight of that game. And it's also funny that the majority of the games he mentions here have nothing to do with Blizzard or Microsoft, and I just think that's hilarious. Because of course not. Why would those companies create something valuable? There's a reason why so many people have PlayStations. It's because their single-player games provide such a better experience than anything that's on Xbox right now, for the most part. But this isn't a console war video. No, I want to get back to the situation at hand. Video games used to provide value. There used to be this quid pro quo. Hey, give us your money. Here's a complete experience. Enjoy it. And something changed along the way with live updates that games have now become live service. So now the exchange is more, here's my money. I'll take the game. It's not worth this at the time because you're going to add to it, but the game is full of bugs because we've seen this a lot lately with live service games. So when you do get a game that ships and is complete and fulfills that original quid pro quo that gaming has been for decades, it's like, oh my God, what a shocking experience. No wonder you want to tip because gaming has gotten so out of control greedy lately that, yeah, when great games do come out, you're like, this is mind-blowing. Shocking, right? But you've been part of the problem there, CEO of Blizzard, VP at Microsoft, Mike Ybarra. You're a part of the problem. You've got to realize that great games come from a core experience that you are delivering. And when you forget about delivering that core experience in favor of nickel and diming the gamer, in favor of trying to create a live service game but shipping a game that is incomplete, you don't give that player that experience. And when games are great, it's when they deliver that at launch. Every single game you mentioned here was fantastic at launch and deserves all of the praise they've gotten. Why don't your games do that? Why don't your games give players that type of feeling? It's because the line that you put there, they don't try to nickel and dime me every second. You do that. That's what you do. And you think it's okay. You think shipping an incomplete game is okay. Do you think Baldur's Gate 3 was incomplete? No. Red Dead Redemption 2? No. God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Elden Ring, Last of Us, these other games? No. They were complete experiences boxed up and shipped to the player. There's a reason why they have the followings they have. There's a reason why there's a love for them in this community, in this industry. It's because passionate developers accomplished a goal. They were able to tell great stories while also providing exceptional gameplay. And hey, guess what? Look at that. Word of mouth marketing got around with almost every single one of the games you mentioned, and they're beloved by many because of what they're able to deliver. Maybe it's time to bring gaming back to that. Maybe it's time that we shift focus away from live service games and go back to what gaming used to be. This quid pro quo of here's my money, give me a full experience, and I'll pay for additional experiences if I have to. Because guess what? I feel as if gaming was in a better spot back in 2010, 2011 than it is today. Because back then, we didn't seem to get as many half-ass released games that promised to be fixed in the future. It's a trend that needs to stop. It's a trend that is affecting this industry and affecting players across the spectrum. It doesn't matter what game you play. It is unacceptable that so many games just, update on the fly. Hopefully everything works out. Games like Suicide Squad that release lacking content, release with a ton of bugs, only to be fixed later. Games like Spider-Man 2 that were missing key features like New Game Plus. And the community is made to suffer, not the pocketbooks of the developers. So yeah, you know what? If I play a great game, no, I don't feel like tipping the developers. No, because they did their job. They did what they were supposed to do. Their reward is me playing their game and telling people how great it was. When I play a great game, I won't shut up about it. I mean, that's what I've done with Last of Us. That's what I've done with Horizon Zero Dawn. Heck, that's even what I've done with Dead by Daylight. And that's a live service game. It has its flaws, it has its issues. But hey, it delivers an experience. I'll tell you that for sure. I mean, heck, look at Helldivers 2. Do you think that game would have gotten anywhere near as much press and positivity if it shipped incomplete, if it promised to fix things as a live service? No. But what it did was it delivered on its price tag, and people were like, hey, this is a super fun game. And the developers gave players an experience that felt rewarding and worth their time and effort. Weird how that happens. Weird how that's part of this industry. And then you have other games out there that want to ship incomplete and just try to patch things up as they go along. It's just so disappointing to see. But I'd love to hear your thoughts regarding this down below in that comment section. Let me know what you think about this tweet from Mike Ybarra and what you think about the gaming industry as a whole right now. Would love to hear your thoughts down below in that comment section. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.